We now turn our attention to what we consider a major highlight of the annual summit, the presentation of the Walter F. Ehrnfelt Jr. Award for Outstanding Regional Contribution. This year's award recipient is an old friend and former NOACA Governing Board member, Jerry N. Hruby, Mayor and Safety Director of Brecksville. That's right. Mayor Hruby energetically served NOACA from 1990 to 2000, participating on numerous committees and task forces. In 1999, he served the agency as Governing Board President. He also held the office of Treasurer and chaired both NOACA's Environmental and Transportation Advisory Committees during his tenure at the agency. You may recall Mayor Hruby's many years as a member of ODOT's Transportation Review Advisory Council, the TRAC, which was mentioned this morning and also just before by the Senator. Very important entity within the state of Ohio. The TRAC selects major capacity adding transportation projects for state major new construction. He was appointed to the TRAC by Senator Voinovich, at that time Governor Voinovich, our keynote speaker. He offered his experience and assistance to TRAC for 9 years, serving 7 years as vice chairman. Northeast Ohio benefited significantly from Mayor Hruby's leadership, and surely there are people in this room that presented projects before the TRAC while he served as a member. I know I did, and I'm sure others have as well. Mayor Hruby has also employed leadership skills for numerous other entities, including the Greater Cleveland Regional Transit Authority, the ODOT Urban Paving and Bridge Policy Committee, and ODOT Railroad Grade Separation Subcommittee. He currently serves as a member of both the Northeast Ohio and Cuyahoga County Mayors and City Managers Association, National League of Cities, and Greater Cleveland Partnership. Mayor Hruby has a strong interest in preserving parks and natural resources and serves on the advisory board of the National Park Service. He has initiated programs to preserve green space throughout his community, specifically lands adjacent to parkland properties owned by the U.S. National Park Service, U.S. Department of the Interior, and the Metro Parks. The city of Brecksville has been recognized many times by Tree City USA for its arbor and horticultural programs and received a Nature Works grant from the state of Ohio to improve the Recreations Department's playing field at the Blossom facility. Under Mayor Hruby's guidance, the city has received numerous grants for its recycling program. Our award recipient has earned the respect of staff and colleagues alike, and his leadership skills have been demonstrated at all levels of government. He was a member of Leadership Cleveland's class of 1995, and in 2005 was inducted into the James A. Garfield Hall of Fame. I'm also pleased to acknowledge another special guest, Ann Ehrnfelt, Walter Ehrnfelt's wife, who is with us this afternoon. As you're probably aware, this award bears the name of Walter F. Ehrnfelt Jr., former mayor of Strongsville and longtime, actually the longest serving NOACA Governing Board member. NOACA initiated this award to recognize an individual exhibiting the superior leadership, regional cooperation, accomplishment, and dedication exemplified in the public career of Wally Ehrnfelt. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the recipient of the 6th Annual Walter F. Ehrnfelt Jr. Award for Outstanding Regional Contribution, Mayor Hruby. Before your speech.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Very welcome.
Did you hear what he said before your speech? You never tell Jerry Hruby you have a chance to do a speech. So sit back and enjoy if any of you need to use the restroom or want to get a bottle of water. Yesterday I had an opportunity to speak with members of the staff about today's event. And one of the things that I was asked to do was to make somewhat of a statement to go into a public release. And I likened it to what my feelings would be about receiving this award, and looking out in this audience and seeing many of my old friends and my new friends and longtime friends. And I would just say this to you. The first thing I said is it's indeed an honor to receive this award for such a wonderful organization as NOACA. I learned a great deal during the time that I was here. I found out what a wonderful challenge it is to deal with transportation, environmental issues at this level, and to see such an outstanding staff as NOACA has. And to work with them and to be able to enjoy a cooperative effort with the staff, and especially your executive director, was just a wonderful part of my life. We are very fortunate to have Howard Mayer as executive director. We're very fortunate to have those of you that are staff members. You're good, honest people who work very hard for what you do, and we appreciate that, and I appreciate it very much. So receiving the award under your name is an honor. The second honor is, of course, being in the same room with Ehrnfelt and being bestowed an award bears the name of Walter Ehrnfelt. Those of you who know me know that Walter was one of my dear friends as a mayor. He was someone that I believe to be a mentor. He is one of the mayors who, without question, did some of the finest things for his community that any mayor has in these recent years. He was a good man. He was an honest man. He was a decent man who loved Strongsville. But most of all, the lesson that I learned from him was to love your fellow neighbor and love your family and pay attention to them at all times. So, and having you here brings back that wonderful memory. It's hard to believe that in May of 1993 we lost Wally, and that it's been that long ago. So getting this award with his name is a special, special honor for me. Third, I look at the list of other appointees, though not appointees, recipients. And as I go down that list and I see the name of Kleiber and Hofstetter and Mayor Grace and some of the others that are listed on that list, I say to myself, there has to be something that will distinguish me from the others. And I thought about Roger Maris. And I figured what you're going to do is you're going to wait till I walk out of the room, and after my name there's going to be an asterisk. Because I will tell you, I don't belong in this group with the fine, dedicated people that are listed on that. I mean, they are absolutely outstanding people. So that is my other honor. The next honor, and an important honor, is to have two of my great colleagues here from the city, our council president and our service director. Both of them are dear friends of mine and outstanding people, and it's an honor to have them here. And lastly, this man right here, George Voinovich. What a perfect time to receive an award with the name, again, of your great friend, but also at the time to be present on the same podium with someone of the caliber and the stature of George Voinovich. You know, I've been around a long time. I've been with the city for 41 years, and during that 41-year period, I've run across a lot of politicians, I've run across a lot of workers, and a lot of people. And there is no finer and more decent man than George Voinovich. 3 terms ago, he was the mayor of the city of Cleveland. Cleveland thrived during his time in office. He brought them up from what the city was at the time to an all-American city. When he was governor of the state of Ohio, he inherited some very difficult things, including a lot of funding problems and a lot of deficit. When he left, there was the largest rainy day fund in the state's history. He put reason and logic and brought back credibility to the office of governor. When he was a county commissioner, outstanding things happened in the county. There were many changes that took place at the county government that were going to lead towards perhaps some kinds of reform, but only to see him leave and to move on to another position, some of that stopped. He was an outstanding young state legislator. The point I'm trying to make is that it's not these positions that made George Voinovich. It's George Voinovich who made those positions. He made Cleveland better. He made Ohio better. And the beat goes on. And it's not by accident, it's not by mistake.